Okay, if anybody is joining this right now and watching this YouTube video, we had an issue with Zoom, so I had to restart this. So if you see two different videos of me streaming live, this is the one that you want and not the other one, unless you want to hear our earlier conversation. So today's goal is to make this robot uprising. If you go to onthehook.com, you can see the instructions for this. We're going to create a theme song to an 80s version of a robot uprising using vocal samples, however we choose. I'll just show you guys what the assignment is. So I have these vocal samples.
Function, virtual, code denied, sequential.
And stuff like that. And then I also have the synth. So I've got to make some kind of 80s theme song type of thing for something bombastic or big or robots uprising. It makes me immediately think of Terminator 2, something like that. So without further ado, I got my DAW open. We're going to share that screen now with you. I use Ableton Live. It's just my DAW of choice, and let's see what we can do. So I'm thinking to use something with big instruments, and I'm thinking Evolve. Evolve has got these big booming type, percussive type thing. So let's see what happens. I'm going to just drop in. I think I have to share this on Zoom so you can hear it. Oh, I need to make sure that I share. See, I can stop sharing and then reshare screen. Stereo. All right. Oh, that's not what I want either. Damn it. I'm all over the place today. I'm partly sick, so stand by. We're going to share that in stereo. There we go. All right, here we go. So I've got Evolve open. And it sounds pretty good. I'm going to turn on Do Not Disturb so people don't bother me. Here we go. That's cool. Ooh, that's cool. All right. I'm going to use this. I'm not going to overthink this. This is just, again, from a company called Evolve, or a software called Evolve Mutations. And I can't even remember who makes it. I want to say Sound Iron, but I don't know if that's right. And this is going to write itself. So I'm going to just punch this in. And we're going to spread that out. Let's just do measure at a time. And current grid, apply. We're going to do whole notes, quarter notes, apply. And something like that. Yeah. That way down. So that is not in the right. Our BPM is 78. So, and we're going to unwarp that. This is weird. Something's not right with that. It's cool. All right, let's see if there's another type of sound that we can use, or another hit. Yeah, that one's good. It's too much there. And let's duplicate this, and let's find a different sound on this one. And I think I'm gonna grab stings and transitions, hits, paranormals, light flash, brooding radio hit, ghostly slaps, brooding radio, fence slaps, inner turmoil, survival. Survival, I bet is cool. Let's see what that does. Where's my keyboard? Oh. Too much. Oh. You know, the dynamics on this are so all over the place that and then let's give what is farthest star? So I'm just making things sound irregular in the beat. Reminds me of Terminator 2 soundtrack, and so it's almost like hammer. And I'm going to just copy. I'm going to loop that shit, loop that shit, loop that shit. Rough distance. I don't like this loop. me one more of these, and I'm going to take something. And shit. Farthest star. That's a little too weird. I think I probably have enough. Why don't I just stop with that? And let's grab a totally different sound. This is a vocalese. Sounds like this is in the key of. So let's drop in um, something like this. And moment of Zen, maybe. trying to kind of put together something here. I need something big though. And I'm thinking actually, instead of go electronic, what if I do something big with drums, but Circle's bash pack, something heavy. Let me turn off that loop. It's still a little weird. I'm thinking about throwing on this a really fast slap back. Effects, driver, replica. Now, let's spread the choir out. The drums are quite right, but what about that? Oh, yeah. Tape. I have way more circles on here, but what if we throw in, what if we throw a decapitator on here? So decap, there it is. Let's throw this on here, grind out these drums more, and maybe just turn off replica and drums. Let's do flubby crunk.
sequential function virtual code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Denied. Code denied. Code denied.
All right, so let's put in Zion. I don't know. I need an audio effects, utilities. All right, fuck it. We're going to drop a little bit of just a reverb on that. I think it's pretty distorted already. I don't know. What will this do?
Code denied. 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 Code denied.
And we might as well sidechain that to that.
Code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Code denied.
And might as well EQ the hell out of that.
Code denied. Code denied. Code denied.
Hold down the feedback on that.
Code denied. Code denied. Virtual function sequential 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 code denied. Code denied. Code code code.
Do have ozone, right? Zone 8. I think they're up to 10. I'm a little late to the game.
Code denied. Code denied.
Erase this for a second.
Code denied. 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 Code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Sequential. Code denied. Code denied. Code denied. Sequential. 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 Code denied. Code denied.
double the choir here, but make it more choir-like. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oops. Uh-oh. This means that this is not. What the fuck? I hate it when this happens. I'm gonna grab this and we're gonna bring this and make this man, this sucks. Signal vocalize. Which one am I on? Hope Eternal, maybe. Angelic vacation. Time, save that, and we will make an MP3 master export. Robot Uprising version 1. Okay. Right. All right. For anybody hanging out with me, thanks for joining me. And I'm going to now upload something. Yeah, spell imperative, I don't think, but browse robot uprising. Yeah, I'll give that 4 stars. It's not the best I've done, but it'll work. All right. Welcome back, Robert. Hope my mic is working better. Ooh. Oh man, look at the pit stains. That's not fun. I just showered too. Oh, it's nice and cold today in Phoenix. It's really unusual. When are we going to get you a camera, bro?
I don't know. This laptop is just I don't know. It's just
Laptop
like
schmabtop.
I know. I have to add one to it. I just haven't splurged.
Oh, it's not a splurge. Get a cheap webcam. $4. Go to Goodwill like Jerome did.
Yeah, that's a perfect deal. Wow.
It really is. All right.
Trying to get mine uploaded here. Make available to others.
Did you do the same?
No, I tried to do something different this time. I can't even remember what the other ones sound like I did 2 weeks ago.
Cool. It'll be new for all of us. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Volume's not as volume.
All right. Where's my boys? Tell me where you live again.
St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis. They don't say
Yeah.
St. Louis.
Hmm?
You guys don't say St. Louis.
No.
Nobody says.
When they're thinking about the St. Louis Fair, that's where they say St. Louis, Louis.
Okay.
Or if they're singing that song.
All right. Oh, cool. Let's get started. We'll start from the bottom up.
Okay.
Greg, we're going to start with your first one. I'm assuming you're going to have another one. And let's check it out.
Yeah, I went back and did one I missed. So my other one's on Gregorian chant.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, cool.
We'll go back and listen to it. All right. So the first one is Noisy Robot Uprising. That was great.
Cool.
Did you use brake tweaker on the synth? What did you use to kind of make it kind of nuts? Do you remember anything on that?
I'd have to go back and look. I thought I left the synth sample pretty much untouched, and
Okay.
all of the other stuff is like other parts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can pull up the project here and take a look.
Just kind of curious what you do remember.
Let's see here. See if it'll load real quick. Otherwise, we can come back to that once Bitwig finishes loading it up here. I can
Okay.
let you know what I did.
Okay. We'll listen to it one more time. I love the effects you used on the vocals there. That was really cool.
Oh, thank you. I think that's mostly Decapitator, of course. And so I've got it open here. So that, yeah, the synth sample has Filter Freak on it, which is a Sound Toys plugin, just with one of their presets that just does kind of like a nice slow wide sweep between two frequencies.
Ah, that's what I'm hearing.
Just give it that movement. I had kind of forgotten about that. And then the vocal has, yep, Decapitator and Echo Boy on it. So Sound Toys all over the place.
It does.
And then the bit, so the synth part that kind of hisses, that sounds almost like it's a modulation of the synth sample, is actually just a separate pad patch from Bitwig.
Okay. Nice. It's really cool. I like the beat you used, that 1, 2,
Mhm.
and 3, 4, 1. It's easy and it worked well.
Well, thank you. I don't think I ripped it off directly from the original Terminator theme, but that was, of course, the first thing that was in my head when I saw the categories.
Yeah.
Go.
Right.
I love that sound. It's such a perfect soundtrack.
Yes, it's unbelievable. Yeah, you're
One of my
perfect is very important. Everything is just right on the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sounds like anvils or machinery way off in the distance and stuff. Yeah. Cool,
Have you
man.
guys ever seen on YouTube where they showed the making of the soundtrack of that movie?
No.
Yeah, I had to watch that. That was incredible how they came up with all that stuff.
I'd love to see that. It's, oh my God, that movie is so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's wild to think about that. I mean, these days anybody can do that and just find the samples online or
Yep.
or they'll already be in your DAW or whatever, but they had to, I mean, they had to really craft
Yep.
so much of the sound that was used for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was got me was that some of that the theme was a mistake because they couldn't get it lined up right. So they just went with it.
Oh.
I was like, really?
Well, yeah, I remember there's sounds that are of kind of machinery that are in
Mhm.
motion, but it's not in time with the soundtrack.
Right.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, yes, sir.
I didn't know that was a mistake, but
Yep.
it sounds so cool.
They-
'Cause it's kind of
They were trying to get it in time, but they couldn't, and it just time was running out. So they said, just go with it.
that's funny. Well, cool. Awesome, man. Anything else to say on that?
Nope, it was a fun one. I will say that it was a really fun one.
Oh, good. Yeah, I like this one as well. And the picture I found for it was perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, Robert, let's listen to yours. Hurt my hand. Did you actually hurt your hand doing this?
You'll see.
Okay.
Code denied. Code denied. 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 Denied.
There's so
all I
much there. I where do you start? First of all, the beginning is fucking brilliant.
That's where I hurt my hand.
I got it. Yeah. Yeah, I love how it sounds like you actually hit the keyboard.
I actually was. I just put a microphone up to it.
Did you do all this in 45 and within?
Yeah. I had an idea, and once I finished one section, I said, okay, let's do something else. And I just came up with something else on the fly and just blended the two and went to it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I missed the last one you were at, Zion. And I remember I went back on YouTube and I listened to it. And Greg was saying, I wish Robert was here because I wanted to ask him, how did he come up with this? And I was like, oh, I missed it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's great that you did just answer the question, because you always have what sound to me like these sort of fully formed song ideas. And I wanted to know exactly what you just said, whether you were coming up with kind of the structure first and then slotting the pieces in, or you're just kind of going stream of consciousness start to finish, huh?
Yes. I don't have an idea
Crazy,
what I'm
man.
going to do at all. Not at all. And a lot of times I'll get to, like, I'll go 8 bars. Okay, let's go somewhere else. And I know what I just did. I'm like, okay, what would blend with it? What direction can I go from that? And I say, okay, let's try to do something different. So I'll do that way. But no, I don't have like set structure and then just plug stuff in. I wish. That would be easy.
I love it, man. It's impressive.
Yeah, I love
Thanks.
you have so many ideas happening. I don't think all of them work perfectly together, but it doesn't matter because that's not what it's about. Right now, it's about putting down ideas, and that's where you're just killing it. Is it's like coming together really fast, and now you got so much stuff to edit if you wanted to go in and go, okay, let's maybe pull this synth out, or this part's too messy here, or whatever. Your piano playing is so good, and your bass and everything. It's just like,
Thanks. I
I
try.
think this is an example I need to learn from, because I get too into developing one idea, and I spend the whole hour kind of developing one idea, instead of throwing, 3, 4, 5 things out there, even if they're not, as fully developed. Because I don't work as fast as you do, Robert.
To me, I'm working slow. It's almost like a panic because I'm trying to do it within an hour, and I actually feel the panic on me. It's just like, gotta get this guy. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's going to take too much. No, I can't do that. Let's just throw this in there. Let's just do this. I'm like constantly in that way. And I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, oh, what can I do? And I'm trying to play. I've kind of, like I've said before, I kind of write so many songs, and I'm always playing that I at least try to perfect my playing. So when I'm trying to play an idea, it's not a lot of mistakes, just going straight through, and it's just flowing out, and then I do the piano, and I'll do the bass, and I'll play the drums, and stuff like that. Every now and then I think just pull a sample from somewhere, do this, or pull a loop and do this and like this. I'm like, I don't want to get used to that, because sometimes I've tried that, but what I do, I play over the loop, then take out the loop, and now it's just me.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the best way that I can do with the loop.
Yeah. It's really fascinating. Yeah, it's impressive, man. Keep it up.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. You want to tell us anything else about how you made this, or your ideas, if you remember? I know you have another one here, but
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm serious, because it's just a mind spit out.
Sounds like you've got some 808s and stuff in there too. An 808 drum kit. I mean,
I don't remember what drum I used.
I think that the beat you used was really good. That da, 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 it's very sound. And yeah, the only thing I would take out is that double kick there. The da, it's like 30-second note kick.
Yeah,
that's a little distracting for some reason to me.
Okay.
I would just do maybe an eighth note, like 1 and 3, or if you wanted, or just 1 and just your kicks on 1 and 3 and snare on 2 and 4. Plenty. Yeah. Because everything, there's so much going on,
Right. Good idea.
Yeah. Really cool, man. And I love the humor that you inject into your stuff. It's so much fun. It keeps it light. Just easy. All right. I'll show you. Yeah, I'm not, instead of going last, let's just go in order here. So I'll show you mine now. So that was all I came up with. I just basically just stuck with the melody. I mean, it's kind of 2 chords. I think it's just like that 6 minor and 4 chord. And I only took 2 of the robot parts, but I just fit them in as 2 different sections. So mine's very monotonous, but that's all I got, man.
I liked the beat.
Thanks.
I mean, this is one where I guess I kind of, I'm guessing here, kind of felt the same way you did about it, that synth loop is interesting enough. I mean, I didn't feel the need to try and chop that up or anything. I did the same as you, just like work with it.
Yeah.
And then, if you come up with a good beat to go under it, it really kind of carries itself.
Yep. And actually about halfway in, it stops that loop does. And I just have these, actually used Vocalize. Have you ever seen Vocalize or Vocalize?
Yep, I have.
It's a synth that's all based around like choirs, sort of a sample choir of different types. So it's all sort of that, two different layers of that. And but it sounds less like human voices than it does synth. It just sounds more synth-like. So when that loop goes away, you've got me just doing that 6/4, oscillation, and I felt like it kind of worked. I wanted to put some kind of bass in there or something, but I didn't end up putting anything. I just let the drums kind of carry the low end. Added a little bit of a swell to it. And there's a hit in the distance. Like, I'll play the beginning of it again. It's like 1, 2. It's way off in the distance, and that was sort of I was thinking the same. And that's from a sample pack. Have you ever heard of Evolve by Heaviosity?
I'm not sure.
Plugin I've had forever, where it's just like a lot of really heavy distant drums. And they actually have a lot more stuff that would have fit perfectly for this. I just didn't have time to scroll through their menus, but I thought that would be a perfect kind of sound for this, because they're just huge kind of hits and stuff, which I like. Yeah, I don't have a lot of thoughts on this. I'm just glad to be back in it and trying to be part of this again. While I was on the ship, I was on the cruise ship for 2 weeks going over the Atlantic. I ended up really just playing around with my DAW. I had my laptop, so I didn't have all my plugins, but I had Omnisphere, and I had Massive, and Battery, and some Native Instrument stuff. I just played around every day. I would just try to write something new, and a lot of kind of just super ambient, either down tempo beats or spa type music, just really calm kind of stuff. And really enjoyed it. I had a really good time doing that. I think I'm going to just put together a little EP or an album of just tracks like that and just put it out there. Sometimes things get picked up and played if you get into a certain playlist. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on, just noodling with stuff on the side. There's just something fun about sound design. It's not even so much about a melody or the music or the whole production. It's just sound designing, making synths unique, or making this wash in such a way that you feel that, it brings out a feeling that you weren't expecting. That kind of stuff is really fascinating to me right now. And I used to always be so locked into the 5-piece band sort of mindset. And I'm getting away from that and being like, let's make music that sometimes takes you to another world, kind of brings you to another place. That's kind of what I'm going after.
Yeah. That brings a question, because you said something about putting a pack together or putting something and put it up.
Yeah.
That's something that I've always wanted to do, but didn't quite know exactly how to go about it.
Oh, yeah.
Putting a group of sounds, or not actually a sound, maybe songs or whatever, and put a pack together, then put it out where somebody, if they wanted to purchase it or whatever, so do it. I've always wanted to do something like that, but I don't know how to even go about it.
Oh, really? So
where you put it?
Well, that's a great question. You would use a distributor like CD Baby, DistroKid. I used to use CD Baby all the time. I use DistroKid all the time. I really like them better. And after you have your songs all mixed and mastered in exactly the way you want it, you want to make sure that no samples in there, so nothing comes back to bite you. And it's all your original stuff. Then you just fill out the data and you send them. I think DistroKid is like, I can't even remember what it was, $30 a year or something like that to distribute. And then you upload it all to them, and they put it out to all the stores that make it available.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you don't have to. Go ahead, Greg.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna point out, like, the key difference between CD Baby and DistroKid. It comes down more to preference than anything else. CD Baby, you pay once for each thing you want to distribute, and then it's just out there forever. DistroKid, you pay a subscription, and as long as your subscription is current, your stuff is out there, but you can release a lot more stuff. So like if you're going to do a lot of releases, DistroKid ends up being a lot cheaper per release. You know, if you're going to release 20 tracks a year, pay $5 a piece at CD Baby, or, you know, just pay your yearly subscription at DistroKid. So that's kind of a key difference. Those are the two biggest digital distributors, and probably the simplest and easiest to work with.
Yeah. Yep.
So with CD Baby, you have to pay for each platform that they upload it to?
No, each track or album. And you choose. So like I since I release things so infrequently, I just throw mine out there as singles. And then it's like, you know, $5 for the release. And then if you want an ISRC code, it's $5. And so it ends up being like $5 to $15, depending on what add-ons you choose. And then it's just out there. And they put it to, you know, Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, yada, yada.
Okay, so they submit it to all those different platforms, and it's not a cost per platform just to submit it. Okay.
Exactly.
There's hundreds of online stores and streaming services, and you don't want to have to deal with all that. So you just use a distributor that does all that work for you, and it's very affordable, super affordable. Yeah. A lot of big bands use that, and it's not something just for indie artists.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're tapping into the power of a record label, and they
Gotcha.
Without giving away your ownership and all that.
right.
Or signing a 360 deal or whatever.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, straightforward. You just want to make sure you have all your metadata ready, and you know all the your ducks in a row when you go to do that. And it is definitely a process. People underestimate the amount of time it takes to distribute, you know, just to get all your stuff ready and then to let people know about it. I like to send, anytime I release something, I contact all these blogs using Submit Hub. It's a great website that you can reach out to bloggers, and if you can get them to blog about it, then you get a little bit of press release for that song or the album. Yeah. And that takes time, you know, it just takes some time. And but at the end of the day, it's got to be good. You know, if you want people to get attention, you can upload anything. You could make the shittiest thing in the world and upload it and say, this is my album, and it'll be on iTunes, you know. Nobody will like it, but so it all depends on what you want to do. Sometimes it's worth, even if you have kind of a mediocre project, just to put it out there to go through the process so that you understand how it all works, and then understand how royalties work, you know, the difference between mechanical rights and performing rights, the difference between the copyrights, copyrighting the performance or composition using a PA copyright as opposed to an SR, which is the sound recording copyright.
Right.
Either way, actually, to that point, Robert, if you're not already signed up with a PRO, a performing rights organization, you should do that first.
Yeah, I am. I'm with ASCAP.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely have to do that.
So you become your own PR.
Yeah. Unless you want to hire somebody, there are people that do this for artists.
Okay.
But I've never hired them before because it just hasn't fit into my plan.
Gotcha.
Oh, there's Jerome. He's coming in now.
You can go the other direction too. You can do what I do and just release stuff without doing any promo. That way it's out there. If people like, you know, that it's, I hardly ever release anything, and I haven't done anything that I felt like, you know, putting the time, effort, or money into really promoting. But this way, if somebody asks me about my music and say, yeah, here's the artist name, you can find it anywhere because it's everywhere.
Okay. So no advertisement are you doing for it?
Nope. I just put it out there.
Okay.
Which means I get my total streaming revenue ever is something like $7. And
better than mine.
Well, but in a lot of those streams, it's funny, they come from services I've never heard of. You know, because as Zion said, there's just like hundreds of services out there. So you just let the digital distributor do their thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, baby.
I need to do that. I really do.
Yeah, it's quite the process, but it can be rewarding, and if it's and it becomes less intimidating once you've done it. You know, you're like, oh, okay. It's what you make of it. I mean, It's how much you work toward it. Okay, we gotta get moving because I've got to get going here in a minute. So
Okay. Okay.
Robert, let's go to yours next. This is your second time. Welcome back, Jerome.
Oh,
Love it. What are you using for drums on that?
That is a free VST off of what's it called? Bedroom something. And I think it's called
Bedroom Producers Blog.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of great free stuff there.
Really? Never heard of that. Sweetie.
It's called Acoustic. And acoustic. And it kind of
Almost-
looks like battery just a little bit, but it's real small.
Okay.
But it comes with drums, and that's it.
Wow.
So it was the fastest thing that I could grab, so I just grabbed it.
I love it.
I wanted to do like now I can think of it, put a gate on it, but I didn't use a gate. I use a flanger on the drums, and it's like,
That's what I'm hearing. I'm here.
Yeah.
I felt like there was some phase play in that. And it's
yeah. Yep.
cool.
What I
like that synth, that low synth that you're using.
Yeah, it seemed to match with the sample.
Very well. Yeah.
So
Really well.
yeah.
Do you quantize much?
Not much.
You know
A
how
lot
to,
of yes. I at times I do for certain things, but I'm pressed for time on this one. I didn't even touch that quantize. So,
I would encourage you to do a little more and
Okay.
learn to do it fast, because it'll tighten your, like when your beat comes in, that was so solid and totally unexpected. I really liked it. And that bass and drums and stuff, they sound great together. They just, I feel like they're the timing of it are kind of moving away from each other a little bit.
yeah.
If you have literally, if you can tighten those up without spending a lot of time on it, you know,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying over quantize like every little thing. I'm just saying, just kind of quickly line things up a little tighter. I think you're going to enjoy the process more actually. And it'll
Okay.
inspire more ideas because it'll lock your grooves in a little harder.
Cool. I will have to do that.
I hope that's okay to give you the feedback.
Oh yes. I need as much feedback as I can get.
All right. Glad you're open to it. But awesome, man. I'm glad you did it again. Did you have any thoughts doing it again that you didn't have the first time, or I don't know?
I'm always the same with me. The time and the stress. That's all.
Hopefully it's not too stressful. You're doing a
No,
lot.
but
Remember, you're doing
I like it.
way more than anybody else is in your tracks.
I like the stress though. I'm beginning to
Okay.
like it. So
Okay.
more and more.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thanks for sharing, dude.
Not a problem.
All right, Jerome, you're up, buddy. You're the last one.
okay. What was going on? I couldn't get into the Zoom call.
I had to change the Zoom link.
Hmm?
I had to change the Zoom link. Were you
Oh.
trying the old one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Uh,
because
I just got in now, so
oh, weird. I never got a notification until just a few minutes ago.
I mean, I've been sitting there like every couple minutes hitting the link, and just getting bad gateway.
Are you sure it wasn't the old link?
Well, it was the link it was the original link from earlier.
Right.
And if
I
That
had,
was the old one.
I had to change it. Anyway, it shouldn't be a problem next week because yeah, it should be the same.
So sorry I missed everybody else's.
Oh, no worries. You can go back and listen to any of them. I'm just glad you made it.
Not as much fun as listening to the critique.
All right, let's listen.
This is one of my worst ones of any that I've done with you guys. I just had I don't know where the time went because I spent a little time chopping the vocal, and that didn't really take that much time. But then next thing I know, it's like it's like 5 minutes till, and I haven't even mixed it. So
That's okay.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
Okay, cool. Let's check it out. Holy
Wow.
unbelievable, man. Yeah, this is your worst one? No. This is
Right.
oh man, if I would have had 10 more minutes, it would have been awesome. You can hardly hear the computer voice going earth, earth, die, die, die.
Oh man, that was incredible. Can you give us an idea of what instruments you're using?
I found a drum loop that sounded like chaotic, and then I chopped up the vocal and threw ROM on it, and did a recording of just the little bits that sounded like Earth Die. Let's see, I used the free Monster bass for the bass, and let's see. That was more or less it. I mean, I used a bunch of impacts and drops from different sample packs. I've got them all like set up in like my Ableton favorites.
Oh wow,
Cool.
So I just went through a bunch of them and grabbed a couple and threw them in the drum rack and did that for the sound effects.
it's
Cool.
incredible. It was really, really good, man.
Really?
Really
Oh,
cool.
okay, well, thank you.
Yeah. Just when I thought it was over, then it went somewhere else. That was cool.
The sounds all work together really, really well. It sounded otherworldly. It was fresh. It had just an incredible, unique take on it. It was really, really cool. The only thing that didn't quite fit for me was that little cymbal hit. There's a little crash in there.
Mhm.
And that's the only thing that sounds maybe like, it sounds like you've got $1 million instruments and then you have this one, $5 crash cymbal in there.
I was just looking for something to accentuate the
Yeah,
downbeat.
I'm just saying if you were,
My go-to drum crashes, but it probably didn't fit with what else was there. It was just
maybe something that has a longer sustain on it, like I don't know. That was the only thing though for me. I have no other notes, man. That's incredible. You guys want to say anything else on it? Greg?
Just ditto everything you just said. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Really, really cool.
It was cool. I liked it.
It's badass. Thanks, man. Thanks for sharing it. And if you do have another version, upload another one, if you end up working on it more.
And Zion, I don't know if you remember, I sent you a thing that I created out of one of the previous games, a new track that I used one of the old tracks to make a new song.
Oh, yes.
And
did I get to that or respond to that?
I don't remember if you did or not. It's been a few weeks, but
Sorry
yesterday,
about that.
yesterday, I
behind
don't
on
know if you know
stuff.
Eric Copeland on Make Music Income. He's also got the new YouTube channel Hello Composers. He reviewed the track on there on YouTube yesterday.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, man. Do you have a link for that?
Yeah, I'm sure I do. It's if you go to YouTube and look, search for Hello Composers, you'll find the channel. And if you go to his videos, I can't remember which one it was. And then he had The Importance of New down there. That was the one. Mine was like the fourth track that he reviews.
No way. Is that it?
No. You can see on the left hand side there. It's actually got my name on the. No. Inside the video, in his DAW.
Oh.
You can see where my name is.
I don't know if I can see it.
It looked like there were timestamps in the
Down
comment
from
there
one
too,
that's
though.
playing, so it's a little further on. So.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's probably right.
Right there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Here we go.
Whatever that game was.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Holy cow. This was from, how did this start again? Give me the background again.
It was the game Return to the 80s or something. What was the name of it?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow.
And then I took the track that I made for that.
Say that again.
I took the track that I made for that, and I ended up making this out of it.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to hear this whole thing.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of out of time at the moment. We need to jump over to Greg's real quick, and then, but let's come back to this next week. I'm gonna
Or any of you guys can go ahead and just listen to it there on YouTube, same place.
Cool. I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna just give you guys the link here. There you go. I love it. All right, Greg, we're gonna listen to yours. Which game did you do?
Gregorian trance.
Okay, Gregorian trance. Like how I did that little play on words.
I
Yeah.
see.
Shut up. All right. That's really cool, man. I
That
like it a
is
lot.
Thanks.
cool.
I
That
would
is
have never
cool.
thought to use like Latin drum congas and stuff in hand drums in a Gregorian chant thing. That's
Well, it was in the game.
was it?
Yeah, it was the bonus points thing. Bonus points for congas. I would not have thought of it either.
Oh, I don't even remember that. Like, what a unique, wonderful.
And he did it.
That's really cool. What I like those 808s. What are you using for those?
That is, I forget what it's called. I can look it up later. I don't want to keep you digging for it now, but it's one of Bitwig's, again, one of Bitwig's built-in presets. That is
Okay.
my first go-to for that flavor of kick, that 808 with a little bit of that fatness to it, where it just hangs on a little bit.
Cool. Cool.
Really cool. I love the synth. And do you remember what kind of synths you use there?
That was all, once again, just Bitwig presets.
Okay.
So yeah, built on their synthesizer, and then a little bit of flavor with Decapitator on some of them.
What?
And I mean, a little bit of EQ on a few things, compression on the whole thing, and that was about it.
All right.
Sound toy strike again.
Oh man, it's my go-to. It's my favorite. Their set of stuff. If I didn't have those, I would not be getting this stuff done in an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds really cool. That's very, very I mean, that feels like that's a track. Like flesh
Yeah.
that thing out.
Thank you. Yeah, I might have to. And this was one where I was about 25 minutes in and realized that I was going entirely the wrong direction stylistically. I was nowhere near trance. And so I kind of started over. So
Cool.
Well, yeah, trance is usually just always on that 4 on the floor beat. And I'm glad you went away from that. It's totally fine.
well, the beat was the one thing I kept that was going. I had like the tempo was way off, the whole feel was way off, and I wasn't quite willing to let go of the beat. But
I love that. Well, guys, awesome. Thanks for doing this with me. I really missed this over the last few weeks, like super missed it. So I can't wait to get back into it next week. Next week is all spa music. So get your Enya on and invite people. If you get a chance to invite other people, let's build this community. This is a
Yeah.
blast. So I hope you guys
Well,
like it as much as I do.
On the submission I gave to Eric, I mentioned you, and then also I put in the comments after you sent out the invite for today. I put in the comments that, hey, if you're interested in On the Hook, you can go here, and there's
Cool.
Thank you.
in
Appreciate
the
that.
comments on that YouTube page, it should have your link in there.
Awesome. Sweet.
Great.
cool.
It's good to see you guys. And
Yes, sir.
next week, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good to have you back.